Welcome, Leo. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for May the 18th through to the 24th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. We have beautiful cards here, and let me just take a moment to thank you for all the support that you give me each and every day, truly, before we get to these cards. Well, we start with the Queen of Cups. I can't wait. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Empress. That's really standing in your truth. We have the Moon. So it's standing up for who you truly are, where you want to go in your path. There is great opportunity for great abundance this week in your life, if you can look at the positive, if you can steer away from falling into the negative traps that society brings, that ourselves bring. We self-talk ourselves out of so much happiness sometimes, and it's very clear here that that could be the case this week with you, okay? But let's start at the beginning, and we have the Queen of Cups, so it's a beautiful week. It's a beautiful week for your energy. If whatever you're doing this week, if it has love attached to it, love for who you are, love for your family, love for another person, love for what you do, what you create, your job, your community. I mean, you look at your priority list, but if it has love attached to it, if you're doing it out of the basis of love, then there will be beauty manifested in your life this week because of some of the thoughts that come to you, some of the things that you implement this week. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Empress. Now, Six of Pentacles is one of those cards that's showing up in almost every reading, talking about the balance, talking about things coming in to help you out. So if you don't think you have the money or the resources or the time or the energy, you will if you believe, if you have a faith, not only in yourself and what you can do, but in the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, that it will all come together. That there will be a balance that comes in. And it's with the Empress. So this is new beginnings, new birth. This is very much tapping into your intuition, your wisdom. And it's doing it for the right reasons. So if you're doing it for the right reasons, long-term success. And we have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Pentacles shows us a doorway. A doorway to prosperity. A doorway to abundance. Now, you have to fill in the priority. Are you going for love in your life? Are you going for finances in your life? Are you going for health and well-being in your life? What is true abundance to you? So this door, this portal, it may not even look like it holds the abundance. So you may have an opportunity come up or a pathway open up to you, and you might actually shy away from it because it really just doesn't look like it's much of anything. So I would have to caution you to, before you just give it the thumbs down, to research, to look at how it can be implemented in your life, to see where it does have merit, where it does have some strongholds. The Five of Cups talks a lot about looking at the negative side of things rather than the positive side of things. And I really can understand that with the Leo, because Leos are usually very optimistic. But for some reason, you might be pulled more to the negative, which would make you miss opportunities this week. Sometimes seeing the negatives is a very good thing because it gives us that caution that we need. But I think here it's very important to stay in the positive. It's very important to believe not only in yourself but in the universe, in God, your angels, your spirit guides, that you're not a sole person walking this journey, but you have a lot of backup and a ton of spiritual backup to bring in the abundance, to bring in the beauty. But you have to acknowledge that it's there, and you can't be looking at the glass half empty this week. You have to look at the positive sides. You have to stay in the positive and build yourself up in the positive. So this would be a week to do those affirmations. This would be a week to really look at how you want your life to grow in a spectacular way, in a beautiful way. So it may just be that you're looking around yourself right now and you don't really see the abundance, you don't see the joy, you don't see the happiness. So it's so hard to believe that you could be stepping onto a path of happiness, of joy, of beauty. And that's where faith comes in. That's where an inner belief needs to happen. To stay in the positive, to say that affirmation of what you want, what you desire, how you want it to manifest in your life. And then believe it. We have the Seven of Wands and the Moon. It's really about obtaining that inner balance of who you are. And it's kind of like a wild spirit is driving you this week, that is trying to reach out for more, better, more beautiful, more wondrous. But that's not really going to happen until you have that inner balance. And that comes through by loving yourself and believing in yourself, believing that you are worthy. And then making a declaration and staying true to yourself and being honest with yourself. It might be asking yourself some tough questions this week and being totally honest with your answers to yourself. To not try and sugarcoat it, not try and pass the blame to somewhere else. You know, I would have this in my life if it weren't for them doing this. I would have this in my life if it weren't for that happening. It's taking ownership. It's making that declaration. It's pulling out that inner strength that you have. Understanding the beauty of who you are. Ripping off that mask and going forward. Five of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is another card that is showing up a lot this week in the readings. The Eight of Pentacles is you are really looking at what you do, how you do it, why you do it. And it's something that you do well. It's something that you do incredibly well already. Whether or not you are going to give yourself full marks and full credit for it or not, it's something that you do really well. But you are looking at ways of improving, ways of growing. And it could very well involve people. It could be realigning yourself with some new people, partnerships. It could be walking away from negative. There seems to be a sense of, or a need for a belief and a love of who you are. To embrace yourself, to love yourself, to understand your qualities of beauty, and using those qualities to take you on to the next step of your journey. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.